At first, there was only a group of strange white fog on the sea, and no one cared until the white fog washed away the land, the temperature dropped, and the whole world was in a freezing state of extreme cold. The day before last, I didn't listen to my brother's advice and was pushed out of the door by my cheated husband. In this life, I no longer hesitate and paid 50 million taels to my husband in advance. I went home with my brother and found an abandoned air raid shelter deep in the mountains. The two of us stocked up and built a doomsday anti-freeze fortress in the mountains. I was reborn a month before the doomsday cold came. The day before last, a super low temperature cold stream quickly washed away the whole world. Overnight, the global temperature will drop to 100 degrees below zero. Everyone who is exposed to the outside world will freeze to death in an instant. The day before last, because I went home early, I dodged a shot. But it was also because I went home early that I ran into my husband, Jia Renyi, and my best friend, Mei Xinxin. Tao Yao Yao, are you crazy? It's such a hot day. Why did you turn off the air conditioner? The man in the house woke up from the heat and was looking for the remote control everywhere. I didn't speak, but I looked around the whole house again. Jia Renyi, Mei Xinxin, I will never let you go this time. Jia Renyi woke up at 11 o'clock. He saw that I didn't even say hello, so he went out to find a friend to drink. I blocked him. My brother is sick. I'll go back to my hometown after I clean up the house. How long will you go? 1 month. Jia Renyi, Mei Xinxin, what about your job? You're asking for a month's leave. Didn't you deduct all your salary? You're not allowed to go. Jia Renyi doesn't have a proper job on weekdays. He goes out to drink all day long. He said he had a house and was renting it. He doesn't have to go to work. But in fact, my family's expenses are all based on my salary. Now I'm asking for a month's leave. Of course, he was the first to disagree. Recently, the company's building has been renovated. I live at home and work. I won't deduct my salary. Jia Renyi, that's the way to go. How are you going? Take a plane. Jia Renyi looked up again. You still want to take a plane? Do you know that the tourist season is coming? A plane ticket costs more than 1,000 yuan. You can take a train. Do you have any money to burn? Faced with his temper, I should have broken up with him. But now I'm too lazy to fight. Okay, then I'll book the cheapest hard seat, as long as it's more than 200 yuan. Remember to transfer the living expenses for this month to me. I'll tell you in advance when I get back at the end of the month. Jia Renyi still wanted to scold me. It seems to think of something. His face suddenly calmed down. He asked Tian Wang to transfer 2,000 yuan to me. I thought he had changed his mind. Who knew he was right? I'll give you 2,000 yuan next month. Your brother is just sick, not dead. Don't bother me if you don't have anything to do. He took out his wallet and looked at it. Make sure there's nothing missing. That's why I can't get my head out. My salary cards are all in his hands. As long as I take medicine on weekdays, it's always a mess. And he doesn't know that I resigned from the company this morning. From this month on, that salary card will never make a penny. After Jia Renyi left, I called Mei Xinxin at the same time. I said my brother was sick. I'll go back and take care of him for a month. Mei Xinxin immediately cared about me. She asked me if I had enough money. She said she transferred 500 yuan to me. If this was me in the past life, I guess I'm going to cry. After all, every month, Jia Renyi only gave me 1,000 yuan for living expenses. He took all the rest. And last night, I found out on Jia Renyi's cell phone. It turns out that Jia Renyi has been using my salary to support him. Think about yourself in the past life. I was so stupid. I took the money right away. Not only that, I had to let him spit it all out and give it back to me. I took the money and then I cried. You don't know. My brother's illness came suddenly. The doctor said he would have chemotherapy after the operation. At least 500,000 yuan in the first month. There's a hole in the back. Where do you think I got so much money? Mei Xinxin said. I seem to have realized that I want to borrow money. I didn't take the gun at all. I kept crying, so I thought I'd sell the house in the city first. But now the house has been hanging out for a week. No one has bought it yet. I'm so anxious. Mei Xinxin finally opened her mouth. Do you want to sell the house? Does Jia Renyi know about this? How dare I tell him? The original price of 5 million yuan. I dropped it to 3 million yuan. If he knew, I'm sure he wouldn't let me sell it. Mei Xinxin and I have been best friends for many years. I also know that my house in the city center is very big. It's worth 5 million yuan. It's not a bluff at all. As I said, Mei Xinxin sounds greedy. How about this? I'll pay 1 million yuan to buy your house. You get the money and save your life first. How about that? I almost laughed. She's my good friend. At this time, I still want to rob her. And I know she doesn't have 1 million yuan. I don't know where to borrow the money. But the only thing I can be sure of is that I can't borrow it from Jia Renyi. After all, 1 million yuan to buy a house in the city center? It's my husband's common property. If Jia Renyi knows, I'm sure I'll have to settle accounts with him. But Mei Xinxin only knows that my house is in the city. But she doesn't know when. That house is not my name at all. As soon as my adoptive parents died, I transferred the name of the house to my brother Xu Bufan. Jia Renyi doesn't even know about this. Although I laughed madly, I still pretended to be suspicious. Xinxin, my house is worth 5 million yuan. Your 1 million yuan is too much. Mei Xinxin said, is your brother more important than the house? Yao Yao, I bought it for you. Otherwise, why do I need your house? Besides, this house is only temporarily mortgaged to me. I'll give it to you when you turn around. Mei Xinxin's words are true. I won't take it anymore. That's why I reluctantly nodded. All right then, give me a commission letter this afternoon. When I get get there, I'll ask the agency to register it. When the house is mortgaged, you'll give me the money, okay? Mei Shinshin relaxed and smiled. That's right, Yao Yao, we've been sisters for so many years. I won't take advantage of you. If you really can't turn around, I'll make up for it when I have the money. Your brother's treatment is more important now. Will you give it to me when you have the money? I'm afraid it's not the house. I sold it as soon as I got it. It's worth 4 million yuan. I laughed coldly, but I kept saying thank you. After hanging up the phone, I took care of myself and Jia Renyi. I lived in the house for 5 years. I called the recycling company directly. As soon as the recycling company came, they took all the clothes and quilts from the house immediately. All the food was used up. After solving the house, I carried my luggage directly to the airport. I saw myself a few thousand yuan left in the dust. Water resources, heating, food, it's all a problem. Not only that, but also enough electricity. Otherwise, all the heating would have stopped. In a closed space, burning coal alone is a suicide. But there are too many things to solve. Now there's only 1 million of Mei Shinshin. That's enough. We acted together. Suddenly, I thought of a detail in the previous life. It was too cold in the house in the previous life. I was looking for something to burn. I found Jia Renyi's lottery ticket that won 50 million yuan. I remember very clearly that I bought the lottery date the day I left home. That's today. The next day, I won the lottery, but he didn't tell me at all. At that time, I knew he was going to go to the lottery after he left the house. At that time, in front of him, I threw the lottery into the fire. This also caused him to work with Mei Shinshin later. Thinking of that 50 million lottery, there was a bold idea in my mind. I took a look at the time. I raised my hand and called my brother Xu Bufan. I sent the number to him directly. When I came out of the airport, I saw the tall boy waving at me in front of the car. There was no news of Xu Bufan in the previous life. I was so anxious. It's so nice to see him again now. The boy looked at me with tears in his eyes. At that time, a little coldness flashed in his eyes. Sister, did Jia Renyi bully you again? I wiped my tears and shook my head. No, I miss you. I was an orphan. I was adopted by the Xu family when I was a child. However, I didn't experience the warmth of a few years of family. My adoptive parents died in a car accident. Xu Bufan, a 5-year-old younger brother, was the only one left in the family. Xu Bufan has been excellent since he was a child. He is a good boy. After his adoptive parents left, I worked day and night to support him to go to college. In the end, I didn't let my expectations down and got into graduate school. Now that he has graduated from graduate school and is working as a technician at the Meteorological Bureau, I have been able to live up to my parents' kindness. I met Jia Renyi when I was working. When I first met him, Jia Renyi was generous and often helped me at work. I have been in need of family care for many years. I quickly relied on him, but Xu Bufan has never been interested in Jia Renyi. He thinks he doesn't care about money. He has never agreed to be with me and Jia Renyi. And he is right. Jia Renyi was just passionate about me for a moment. After we got married, he showed his true colors. Xu Bufan asked me in the car, "How long are you going to stay this time?" "I won't leave." The person driving next to me was shocked. "Are you finally getting divorced?" I looked out the window of the car. "I think you are right. It's unnecessary to keep a person you don't like together." Xu Bufan raised his mouth. He looked in a good mood. "What did he ask you to do?" "He gave me a fake housebook. The fake website linked me to your mobile phone. You send it to Mei Shinshin. She can find it as soon as she searches." I opened the housebook and pointed my thumb at her. "You are a master of technology. You are awesome." Xu Bufan smiled. "You cheated him like this. He won't find it soon. It's okay. It's too late to wait for him to find it. By the way, where is the lottery ticket you asked you to buy?" Xu Bufan took a look at me. He took out a lottery ticket from his pocket. I took it and checked the numbers. Make sure nothing is missing. I took a deep breath. If this life is really the same as the last life, then the prize money for the lottery ticket is enough for me and my brother to live. Xu Bufan noticed my expression from time to time while driving. "Tao Yao Yao, you are too abnormal. You are doing fake certificates and buying lottery tickets. Now not only do you want to divorce, but also quit your job. What? Is it going to be the end of the world? Call me sister." I looked at him. "I have a plan in my heart. Bufan, do a big lottery with your sister." Xu Bufan looked at me. Then he glanced at me. "Sister, in order to make Mei Shinshin pay back the money, this kind of fake certificate is already the limit. After that, you can't do anything illegal. This year, I transferred. The salary is enough to support the two of us. Don't mess around." I looked at his serious face. I couldn't help it for a long time. He laughed. Xu Bufan thought I was kidding. That's why I didn't say anything. Continue to drive and take me home. And the next day, when the lottery number came out, Xu Bufan, who has always been calm, was dumbfounded. "This is 50 million. How much money do you have to spend?" "Sister, are you dreaming?" I didn't answer. Instead, I kept looking at my phone. I didn't wait for Xu Bufan to respond. I took him to the lottery. I asked him for a leave for the lottery. I took him to inspect the construction site. The mountains near my hometown are dense. It's not easy to walk on the mountain road. Basically, no one develops. We inspected several places. Finally, we found a hill that was dug early, signed a contract, and paid a deposit. After the contract, I immediately called a professional organization. Evaluation of the air raid holes in the mountain. This mountain was dug up. The mountain is bare. Almost all are fallen rocks, rarely covered by vegetation, and and the air raid hole inside. It was dug in the early years when the country was planning. Now it's abandoned. The air raid hole is dug big and deep, several floors up and down. It took us half a day to walk inside. After confirming the safety and stability, I found a professional team warm up the air raid hole. Xu Bufan was confused by my series of operations. Why do you want to decorate an abandoned air raid hole? And the soil outside this mountain is so hard. It's almost all stone. It's hard to pick. What do you want? I came out of the mouth, but the soil is too loose, not resistant to movement. Xu Bufan was more alert. He closed his eyes. This is the south. The average temperature is above 25 degrees. The lowest in previous years was also 89 degrees. Why resist movement? Seeing that I don't speak, Xu Bufan suddenly frowned. Tao Yao Yao, you say it well. What are you doing with these things? We can't do things out of the house. This place used to be a national air raid hole. What do you think you are doing here? Will no one find out? What are you doing? Why don't you say? Let's go home now. I stared at him. Shuju, I peed for a while. I told him about the cold weather at the end of the day. I repeated the experience of my last life. Xu Bufan finished listening. Just stay silent. Don't talk. Shuju, he just choked his throat. Let's not talk about the lottery. You mean a month later? The global temperature will drop to below 80 degrees. I nod. You work at the Meteorological Bureau. You should get it soon. News of weather abnormality detection. And I expect below 80 degrees is not worth it. After all, I only experienced it for a month. Xu Bufan looked at me. I still dare not believe it. He immediately called his colleague. When I heard that, my colleague said 500 nautical miles west of my coastline. Indeed, there was a drop in temperature. Xu Bufan's face changed instantly. If lottery is luck, how can I know the weather in advance? Xu Bufan looked at the air raid hole. Look at me again. So, you planned it early in the morning. I'm going to make a shelter here. The fortress used by Yan Han. I looked around the empty air raid hole. Here is a thick mountain. It used to be dug by the national unit. The air raid hole. Security and stability. There must be no problem. Now, as long as we do a good job of heating and processing, it should be able to resist extreme cold. Xu Bufan looked at me. Shujiu. He took a deep breath. Then this matter. It's not as simple as just decorating an air raid hole. Finished. He went back to the car to turn on the computer. Adjust the air raid hole processing plan. On the way back, I was still planning the layout of the air raid hole. Xu Bufan suddenly opened his mouth. Sister, after the sun set, what did Jia Renyi and Mei Shinshin do to you? I kept silent for a long time to answer. In order to save materials, they pushed me out of the door. Let me kill myself. Xu Bufan held tight to his fist. No more opening his mouth. Back home, Xu Bufan showed me the plan of the air raid hole. He divided the air raid hole into living areas, storage area. After planning, he contacted the construction team. The construction team was very suspicious of our decoration of the air raid hole. Xu Bufan explained to build a doomsday experience hall here. Although they didn't understand, but they paid the deposit quickly. They all got up. Even the plan has been changed several times. Only after the final confirmation did they continue to work. Watching the construction of the fortress, I turned my eyes to the purchased goods in my mobile phone. The next step is to buy supplies. Time is tight. The air raid hole is still being processed. Xu Bufan and I have already started to contact various factories. After experiencing the cold weather at the end of the day, I know that I can't go out of the city. So in the necessary supplies, rice, flour, grain, oil must be purchased. Not only rice, white flour, even 5 grains of grain. Also ordered a large batch for me. Xu Bufan simply asked the team to expand a low-temperature storage area at the exit of the mountain. Then go to the slaughterhouse. Ordered a lot of meat, pork, beef, mutton, chicken, fish. Every kind is ordered for thousands of pounds, with a low-temperature storage area. These things are almost not in any place. Just wait for the extreme cold to come. You can use it directly outdoors. Become a natural frozen refrigerator in order to prevent accidents. We also ordered a large batch of vegetarian food. Instant noodles, homemade hot pot, frozen dumplings, rice noodles, hang noodles. As long as it's hot, you can eat it. Almost all ordered a lot. I also ordered a lot of dry vegetables. After all, in extreme cold weather, it's very difficult to eat some vegetables. Extreme cold weather water is a problem. Although we have stored hundreds of barrels of mineral water, but in order to be able to use tap water for a long time, Xu Bufan believes that it is still necessary to try to filter the water with ice and snow. After all the supplies are ready to use, Xu Bufan went to buy a few large green water devices. Considering the extreme cold weather, solar panels may not be used. I also bought a dozen generators, and I went to the factory, ordered a large number of anti-freeze equipment. Although this extreme weather, it's impossible to go out, but just in case. Also prepared for external supplies. 5 days before the extreme cold, all teams did their best. Xu Bufan and I carefully inspect all places in the air raid shelter. Then command the workers to transport supplies into the air raid shelter. Until all the fruits and vegetables were delivered, we directly put these supplies, including meat, put it in the outdoor low-temperature area. After all this, Xu Bufan proposed to go back to the unit until the next night. Xu Bufan come back to explain. The leader left him there, discussed the details of the end of the day. I don't care, with him. After packing up the things in the house, I lived in the air raid shelter, waiting for the coming of extreme cold. On the day of the coming of extreme cold, I lay on the small window of the door of the air raid shelter. Look out, it's snowing in the sky. Not long after, it's already white outside. Watching the snowflakes come out, Mao Bufan walked over. Come here, show you something. Shu Bufan opened the computer. After seeing the screen, I took a deep breath, looking up at Shu Bufan. It's actually a fake surveillance screen. When signing the divorce agreement, I secretly installed the surveillance. They treated you like this in your last life. In this life, you must see their retribution. I stared at the owner, tears in my eyes. This brother, always remember my grievance. In the surveillance, a few newspapers were covered on the broken window, but the cold wind blew into the house through the window. Jia Renyi didn't have confidence. The two people were trembling. Shu Bufan dialed Jia Renyi's phone. After Jia Renyi picked up the phone, he cursed. Su Bufan, are you with Tao Yao Yao? I was so angry. Su Bufan held my hand. Jia Renyi, now you should be more concerned. Find a thick clothes. Tao Yao Yao, where did you put the thick clothes and quilts at home? Do you want to freeze us to death? I stared at the two of them. What? Do you two really think I don't know your shit? Do you really think I'm a soft lion bully? Do such a thing. You should think about the consequences. Mei Shinshin cried on the side. Yao Yao, sorry, I was wrong. It was Jia Renyi who forced me to do this. You tell me quickly. Where did you put the thick clothes? Mei Shinshin slapped Jia Renyi on the face. The two of them quarreled slowly. See this scene. The resentment in my heart disappeared suddenly. Shu Bufan hung up the phone, ended the noisy quarrel. I don't know how long. Monitoring Jia Renyi and Mei Shinshin, the two of them went out to look for thick clothes. After they went out, in an empty living room, I have never seen them again. Although I have thought of the two of them, I still feel confused. Bufan, are they really dead? Shu Bufan slapped my shoulder. Don't feel guilty. I have reported the situation of extreme cold weather to the leaders. I think the government has also notified in advance. As long as they pay attention to the news, it won't be like this. It's all their own. After a month of extreme cold, the temperature outside has dropped to 100 degrees below zero. But this has little effect on us. Shu Bufan will check the situation outside on a regular basis every day. And I go to the warehouse to record the daily consumption. The 6th month of extreme cold, the temperature outside has slightly returned to life. The highest temperature can reach 70 degrees below zero. This is a surprise discovery for us, because if the temperature can return to life, it means that we have to leave the fortress, conduct outdoor exploration and search. After a year of extreme cold, through the signal transmitter at the top of the mountain, we can still receive a small amount of signals. More often than not, still use the radio to find rescue information. But unfortunately, there is no response, only fixed frequency, repeated warnings not to go out. After 2 years of extreme cold, the temperature outside has risen to 50 degrees below zero. I heard Shu Bufan say, many survivors in the city have not yet been able to retreat. Still alive, the country sent the first vanguard, first rescue the inland city. Finally, Shu Bufan and I can go outside in warmth and anti-cold clothes. The long-awaited breath of fresh air into the heart. I almost couldn't breathe. The air is so cold, but it is so full of admiration. Shu Bufan and I climbed to the top of the mountain. The two of them stood high, looking at the white ice far away. After a long time, I sighed. Bufan, do you think we still have hope to go back? Shu Bufan looked at the distance quietly. Hold my hand. As long as you are alive, there is hope.